but
Right.
that's still a hard pill to swallow. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's a hard ass pill to swallow because if my
Absolutely.
husband this damn door with a baby and talk about some this my child, I'm gonna have to cut that nigga. I'm gonna have to cut his ass to the white meat. I'm sorry. I
And
can't accept
she was
it.
about to go there. You heard that? You heard it? Ooh, it was about to go down.
It was about there's gonna be some furniture moving in this damn house because I wouldn't be able to. I mean, even though you could say it's not the child's fault, I would have a hard time accepting that.
Of
And I
I
think
course.
I
get
would
it.
have to talk about that's something hard to say. I give kudos to women that accept these kids and these side chicks and these mistresses. I give y'all kudos because y'all damn sure a better woman than me. What's up, everybody? I am your host, Kyra. How you doing today? Well, I had a very exciting. Look, I'm still in half my uniform, y'all. This how late I am today. So, we not staying on long tonight because I'm tired. But anyway, I hope all y'all beautiful people had a wonderful, blessed, and happy day. Getting ready for the 4th of July. I gotta work, so I'm missing all the good cookouts and everything because I gotta work. But we just gonna get this party started. We're gonna be very fast, very quick, and get in and get out. So let's bring Mr. Roshawn Davis to the stage.
The black sheep.
You ain't no damn black sheep. You the troublemaker.
How am I the troublemaker?
Yeah,
What
he
trouble
he
am I
been
making?
he been messing with me all day via text
This is
message.
not true.
I just want y'all to know that he aggravated my soul today.
It's not true.
It ain't. I got the
This is
proof.
not true.
I
I
got the receipts.
I do not make you respond.
I got the receipts. Of course, I'm
I
gonna
don't
respond.
make
I would never
that.
be me if I
Then
didn't
that's
have a
you.
response.
Then that's you. That's you. That ain't nobody but you.
I have to have a response.
Then that's you.
Okay, that's fine. That was me,
You
but
have
you
to
still
take
aggravated my soul. You're trying to piss me
you
off.
you have to take accountability for your actions.
Yes, and you have to take accountability for yours.
I don't have a problem with it.
I did. I
No, you
did.
didn't.
I
No,
had
she
problems
didn't.
with it, but it was fun. I like going. I like going back and forth with people.
That's so weird to me.
my
I always
toxic,
told you that was weird.
my toxic trait. That's okay. I love it. I love going back and forth with people.
That's weird.
It is not. It's only
If it
weird to
ain't
you.
weird to you, then it ain't weird to you. It's weird to me.
It's only weird to you,
I get it.
but it's
I
fun.
get it.
Derek is
My
not
boy Derek.
here. I have no idea what Derek is. He was here for a hot minute and he scuttered off someplace. So he's in the abyss of the unknown. Um, I don't know if he's joining us tonight. So yeah, I don't know. But it is what it is, and is it what it do. But the show must go on. So I know y'all see that this little thing right here is scrolling across the screen, and it nicely says the topic for tonight: the divorce culture. Is it cheaper to keep your spouse? So I know if y'all are loyal, true followers of Candid Conversations, y'all would have saw that I did post a couple of days ago. Tiana and what's his name, Sean?
Iman Shumpert.
Him. Um, his divorce
There go my boy.
settlement. Oh, look who popped in to say hi, y'all.
Good morning.
There go my boy.
Oh, please.
Let's talk about this.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. But as I was saying, I posted their divorce settlement on the page because they recently got divorced or whatever, and I believe
Iman Shumpert.
It said that Tiana got 3 houses.
4 houses.
You know, let me just go to the post that so I could just read it.
And she don't hold the power of the world in her hand, but she houses and land.
Okay, here it go. Says Tiana Taylor's divorce. She got 4 houses valued at $10 million. Iman was ordered to make a one-time 7-figure payment, which was when I was researching, it was $1 million.
And child support.
She also got the $300K Maybach, $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter, and her in a tour bus, as well as ownership of her companies. And it says that he's going to be paying $8,000 per month that he offered to pay. In return, he gets Tiana Taylor's a portion of Tiana Taylor's royalties from her music before they were married.
I didn't read that, but all right.
Well, I was doing a little bit of research, and that's what it said, that he wants a portion of the royalties before they were married of her music, the royalties from her music before they was married, and he offered to pay the $8,000 per month for child support. And he also has to pay for the kids' private school. So that was their divorce settlement. And some people like to say it wasn't fair. I think it was fair because at the end, I'm saying it's fair because they don't list everything that he got to keep. They don't list none of his investments. They don't list nothing that he got out of the deal.
Do they list hers?
It looks like she gets.
Do they list hers?
He gets to keep his stuff, and then they split it. They split the cars and the house. That's
so
what it looks like.
So do it list all hers?
Yes, it did. It lists everything she got. Only thing it said for him was he got to keep the two houses, but as I, of course, was digging, kind of found out he has more than that. Because he invests in homes, he sells them, and this and that, which is one of his businesses. On top of the fact that he does have a podcast that he makes money off of.
Yeah, he has a podcast. But I got a question for you. Just for fairness, like you said, because the article doesn't say that was everything that that was listed for both of them. So if you're gonna say,
I didn't say both of them. It listed what she got. It just said Tiana. It said Tiana Taylor got, and that's what it said. And then at the bottom it said that
that's what I'm saying. It says. That's what I said. It said the same thing for both of them.
No, it didn't.
No.
No, what parts I didn't see. All I saw was he got to keep some of his investments. It didn't list what his investments was, but it listed her businesses.
No, but they didn't list her investment.
Nobody lists her businesses, and he got businesses too.
That's my point to you. You're making an argument for one, but you're not making an argument for both.
Facts.
Because I can't argue for him because I don't know what he got.
That's my point to you.
Because you don't care. That's why you're not making an argument for him. Because the same way how you.
No, what I said was that people were saying that it was an unfair settlement. But you can't say that it was an unfair settlement if you don't know what he got to keep in the settlement. What did he get to keep?
Let's
to
talk about
unfair?
What do you mean? We can easily talk about. Let's talk about what she got to keep. That was a product of their marriage compared to the things that she had to give away. That's what makes it unfair, because she gets to keep both her businesses when both those businesses were created after she was married. Number one. Number two, both those businesses, I can almost guarantee, was a factor of his investments into her business and into her.
But you can't say that for a fact.
You can't say for a fact that it's not either.
You can't, but you can assume it, and you can't, and like I said, those things may have been in her marriage. But what did he get? Did she get any of his businesses? Is she getting a cut of his businesses?
She getting the products of his businesses. You can't
getting a cut of his businesses. She gets to keep two of her businesses.
This lady got a Maybach, and this lady got a Maybach.
Like, you literally have to dig in order to find out what this man has.
Because she took everything. What do you mean dig?
Yeah, she got 4 homes in the car. She got 4 homes, the cars, money, and child support.
He got 2 homes that he actually lives in. He got 2 homes. He got 2 homes compared to the 4 that they actually live in. But you're trying to say, because he
on top of his other investments.
But he flips houses. Those are not the houses he live in. She
still get income from.
She got a Maybach.
Y'all making it seem like she
these ain't regular. This is not a Honda Civic.
She didn't. Is he broke?
No, but
that's not the argument. That's not the argument. Is unfairness. The argument is unfairness.
Okay, so tell me, how is it unfair?
Splitting it 3-3.
I'm still trying to figure out where the unfairness is coming from.
Splitting it 3-3, not 4-2.
Because I can guarantee you, if he had got all that stuff and she didn't, and he had got all that stuff, he would have been every weak man. He would have been every other name in the book. But it's okay for her to do it to him when they both got it.
He make more than her.
How?
Well, he should receive more.
He make more than she do.
So he should receive more.
I think his net worth is 16. Hers is 5.
5.
His net worth, but you're talking about past. You're talking about from his NBA career as well.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah. That's what I'm about to say, Derek. Let's clarify.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What did you say, Derek?
You're talking about investments and money that he made from his basketball career.
He's retired.
And he's retired, so that money doesn't count. So his net worth those are not comparable, because you're talking about money that she is constantly making right now, and where you're trying to hold him to money that he made already.
Yeah, that was his contract that he had.
I'm still trying to figure out how is he broke.
He's not broke.
I'm still trying to figure out. All right, so
nobody's saying it. Nobody's.
So therefore, but everything else that he has going on, that he did with his money or whatever, or the businesses, the endorsements he get from Nike. I mean, the partnership that he has with Nike, and Adidas.
Well, you ain't gonna get 2 partnerships. Yeah, you ain't gonna 2 different partnerships. Well, no, I'm not. That's not my argument with it. My argument, like you're talking about, is fairness. If they have 6 properties, right, and let's just say, to be fair, what will be the most fairest thing to do with 6 properties amongst 2 people?
The thing about
no. Hold on, wait. No. Like the question that I'm asking.
Know what else was included for that?
No. I'm just asking a question. about the properties. If there are 6 properties, what would be the most fair thing to do between 2 different people?
Straight down the middle.
Would it be 4-2 or would it be 3-3?
3-3. Simple.
So we can't act like we don't understand fair. We can't act like we don't understand fair. And then to hear all the other things that she got, along with a monetary gift for $1 million and child support.
On top of him he's still paying for the kids' private school.
Yeah, so we can't sit here and say fair, but then see him.
Okay,
That's why I say.
If he felt, okay, can I say this? If he felt that it was so unfair, then why offer to pay so much in child support? If you have to pay all this other money, why offer to pay the $8,000 in child support?
Because as usual, men get tired of hearing of the nagging, and they give you whatever you want because you're sitting there and you're
not just that. If they didn't agree to whatever, they would have to go to trial. They would have had to go to a trial. And historically, when men go to trial after a divorce decree isn't accepted, men normally receive the worser end of it. That's just historic. It's not a thing of my opinion or what I think. That's historic. Men fare worse in divorce trial. That's just what it is.
So you're gonna give all of this away. You're gonna give her 4 houses and the 3 cars and all of this, and then still offer to pay $8,000.
Because you want to be
as long as you get her royalties from her music that she had before y'all got together.
It's not about an offer. It's about what she said she wanted, and him listen to his lawyer who says, "I would just give it to her." Because you don't want to take.
I think this will be the best option for you. That's the same as
the child support part of it. From what I read, was that she didn't ask for the $8,000. He offered the $8,000.
It probably was advised from his attorney, but it's the same as if you catch a if you catch a charge on the street, right? And then your lawyer says to you, if you take this to trial, you're going to blow trial. You're going to get slaughtered if you take this to trial.
Absolutely.
So it's best to offer this, and this, and be done with it.
But wouldn't you rather weigh your options?
No.
It depends on what those options are.
Sometimes it's better to go to trial.
And sometimes it's not because sometimes it's the worst thing is going to trial because now you got life.
Mm-hmm.
Versus taking, a certain amount of years or some probation or, a program. So you're making the best decision for the betterment of the situation that you have before you. And I told you, remember, it's different from state to state. It's like we're trying to throw all of these different things into one pot when it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Now, community property states, I always do my research. Community property where you split down the middle, it's only 10 states. It's not America. So if you're in a common law state and you take it to trial and you get hammered, what do you expect a man to do? And the only state that's community property states is Arizona, California, Idaho, Louisiana, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Washington, and Wisconsin. Puerto Rico and Alaska gives you the choice of community property or common law. All the other states in America, you going to sit before a judge. And he's going to say, this is what you're going to pay, and this is what you're going to do. That's why they say a lot of people in entertainment and in sports they rather go to California to file for divorce because they know that they're going to get a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
They know it. Whether they're right or they're wrong. If she cheated, she going to get that 50-50 split for whatever that came into the marriage. So it's a game at the end of the day.
It's a game.
I mean, if me and you married and we got properties throughout America, we got property in New Jersey, we got a property in California, we got a property because New Jersey is not a community property state. So if we got properties in New Jersey and California, in New Jersey, and you cheated, and I can get out of this marriage without paying for whatever, the 50% of whatever I have. But in California, you will get 50% of everything. Where would you as a woman want to file for divorce? In New Jersey or California?
Wait, say that again? I'm sorry.
New Jersey is not a community property state, but
Okay.
California is. In New Jersey, if you cheated and you were the reason for this divorce, I can fight that to where you won't get 50% of my earnings. But in California, you automatically get 50% of my earnings. You as a woman that cheated, where would you want to file for divorce? In New Jersey or California?
Me as a woman that cheated?
Yeah, but now we're getting divorced. Where would you want to file to make sure that you're financially secure? Is it New Jersey where you won't get 50% of my earnings, or in California where you will get 50% of my earnings?
California.
That's the game. That's the game. Like, let's not play.
California.
That's the game.
But I don't know what city they was in. I wasn't looking at all of that. But Ray, why you say
say that again?
I was asking Ray, a viewer, why he say he must have been the one cheating.
Because he got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, I didn't read much into it to know who cheated, who didn't cheat, who whatever the case was. I'm just going over
I did.
The logistics of everything.
Well, I did.
Because divorce is bigger than just money.
First of all, I don't even think people should be getting divorced. I think people should be trying to work their marriages out. I don't know what people do in their homes. That's their business. But I don't think divorce should be like the first thing to run to. I think people should learn how to work through their stuff, thinking about getting a divorce. I think divorce should be literally the last step, because everything else nothing else works.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Looking at the numbers, 70% of divorces is filed by women. 70% of divorces is filed by women. So we will have to dig into why, those women felt like divorce versus. Let me say it. Why divorce is more paramount than working it out and going to counseling and figuring things out.
Because most of them, they get more from a divorce than they get from working it out. If you're telling me that it's not working and I can get half of his, let's not even talk about them. Let's talk about the regular Joe.
Does this change the age group?
Huh?
Yeah, I've seen age groups, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I saw age groups, but I didn't jot them down. I just stayed generic. I mean, because I wasn't sitting here trying to write everything down like that.
No, because the only reason why I'm saying age groups is because I'm wondering about the age groups. Is it older women or more younger women that are just aiming for divorce.
Well, the one thing that
I think more older women.
Well, the one thing that I did see, it's 50% of first marriages end in divorce, right? Number one reason is for irreconcilable differences, then infidelity, then money, then abuse. The average of the first marriage is 8 years. 67% for second marriages and 73% for third marriages. So I don't know what we want to take from that. And like I said, 69% filed by women, 31% filed by men. Divorced by women by race, 33% Black, Hispanic, 22%, white, 19%, Asian, 11%. It stated that Black women are the only women where the divorce rate is higher than the marriage rate. They're married at 30%, divorced at 33%.
Wait, they married at what percent?
30. They married at 30%, divorced at 33%.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so let's say Black women had a higher divorce rate versus marriage rate. And 70% of the divorces is initiated by women. Now, this what I thought that was interesting. Derek, I thought this was interesting. Gay divorces is 28% for gay men, 72% by gay women. So you have gay men divorced at 28%. You have women with regular marriages is around 50%, but then women on women is 72%. So I think you need to talk to the sisterhood.
Ain't nothing to talk to the sisterhood about.
No, I'm joking, but that's just the numbers. It's 28% gay men and gay men. Around 50%.
No, Thomas, basically, I'm saying men are the problem. Don't come up here starting.
Say that again.
I'm talking to Thomas. Yeah,
you said men are the problem. You said men are the problem.
I was responding to Thomas.
Okay. But yeah, like it said, it says 28% gay divorces with men and men. 28% is the divorce rate. 50% with men and women, traditional marriage, but 72% of women and women divorce.
Clearly, Thomas is men.
Huh?
How's it men when
I'm talking to Thomas. This ain't got
we trying to find out what you're saying. We want to be a part of it.
Nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with Sean, with Derek or Sean. It got something to do with Thomas man. That's what I got something to do with. Every time Thomas say something smart, I'm coming back with something smarter.
We just want to hear what you're saying.
Hey, Lala.
That's all.
I'm just saying. I ain't saying nothing. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to Thomas. I'm talking directly to Thomas. But y'all go ahead.
No, I just thought that was interesting. I thought that was very interesting.
What was interesting about it?
I gotta say it again, Derek.
Yep.
28% of divorces.
I'm asking you what's interesting about it. You said that you thought that it was very interesting. So why was it so interesting?
Because you got man and man is 28%. You have women and women is 78%. But then you got traditional is around 50. So we see an incline, right? We see an incline. Man on man is the lowest. Man and women is the middle. Women on women is the highest in divorce. Women initiate almost 70 to 80% of divorces, and it's for irreconcilable differences. I don't like to really go there because then people, people get their panties in a bunch.
Is asking about your statistics. She said, how much of that percentage has to do with the non-binary community and the transgender community? Is that along with that too?
I don't do non-binary and all of that stuff. I'm just giving you man on man, man and woman, woman and woman. If you want to look at it, no disrespect. If you want to go look at it, go look at it. But I'm just giving you man on man, man and woman, women on woman. Whatever they is, and I don't want to offend nobody. I'm not that versed in it, but I'm just giving you the number. Just giving you the number.
I don't know.
Just giving you the number.
I don't think anybody is. I don't think any one of us could speak for that community.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is when it comes to gay marriages, 28% of men with men divorce, and 72% of women on women divorce. When you talk about man and women, traditional marriage is around 50%. Now, whatever, if it's a they or they, them, or he, her, or whatever it is, I don't know. I'm not
getting into all of that because
I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Just giving you the numbers. Now, how they got to those numbers and why, you can go. I gave you that as well.
Somebody from Instagram says, just stay single and happy. Tina from Instagram, she says, just stay single and happy. Yeah, I want to get married and stay married, not divorced. But these percentage rates are getting higher and higher every year.
And I agree, and I think because the traditional from the 60s and the 50s, the 60s and the 70s, those people that truly believed in the traditional household, and because we were at 80% in the 50s and the 40s, 50s and 60s, the marriage rate, we were at 80%. Those people are dying off. So as those people that were in traditional homes and believed in a traditional marriage, as they die off, the marriage rate is going to shrink and the nuances is going to take over. The new people who think the way they think and believe what they believe, that's going to take over. So the marriage rate is going to drop. The divorce rate may just go higher. The average divorce is around 8 years. 8 or 9 years. And the second marriage is around the same thing. But they changed, the states from, remember when you had to go to court and state your case and, they grant you a divorce? Remember that? Mm. Now it's no fault divorces. No fault divorces. You can just go to court and just say, I ain't happy. And you get a divorce.
Well, it ain't just this. It all depends. You can do a no fault, absolutely. But if you have children involved in that marriage, then is other things that go along with it.
Yeah, then that's how you build your divorce decree. That's when you go into your negotiating and all of those different things. But those traditional marriages, from the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, those people are dying out. They're dying out, and you got people now to where as soon as they're not happy, or if you're not getting what you want out of the relationship versus
because people get mad
building to get it, growing, people are choosing to say, nah, I'm not dealing with this. I'm out. They're not working on it. They're not, and we're and our community is the less when we're dealing with if we need to sit down in therapy or in counseling. We deal with that the least.
Well, that's, yeah, I guess black people don't believe in that type of stuff. I don't know why. It works wonders.
I agree. Sometimes you need to get some stuff off your chest. Sometimes you get somebody to come in and play mediator, you know, because if nobody can tell you you're wrong, you'll never be wrong. You ain't coachable. You're not.
You have to get mad for the right reason. You can't. People just get mad just to be getting, you know, just to be getting mad because they want a wedding. They want the big hoopla and, you know, spending $1 million or whatever they spend on these extravagant weddings. That's what they get married for. They don't get married for what marriage actually stands for. Like, because marriage is not easy at times. It can be easy, but it's not easy all the time. And so you got to learn how to roll with the tough. When shit starts getting tough, you got to learn how to roll with the flow and deal with it and still stay married. Not just, I'm unhappy and the first thing I'm going to run to is, oh, I'm just going to get a divorce. I think that's just absolutely crazy. Like, I was watching something and this woman got married to this man and something happened to the dude. He got sick and he couldn't work, and they were married less than a year. And she divorced him because he could no longer provide, and she had to go to work. And I thought that was the craziest thing ever in life, because it wasn't like it's his fault. He got sick and she had to go back to work, and she said that's not what she signed up for, and she divorced him after being married to him for, like, I think they were only married for like 6 or 7 months, and she divorced him because that's not what she signed up for. So when you get married, you gotta get married for the right reasons. If your husband gets sick, it's your job as his wife to help him, not divorce him.
Richer for poor, sickness and health.
That shit is crazy to me. But like I said earlier, divorce should always be the last resort. Everything else should come first before the first thing is divorce. You have too much resources out here that can help you with your marriage, through your marriage, so you don't have to get a divorce compared to just divorcing somebody.
So you think that people generally just are more selfish?
Absolutely.
It's no longer about the unit or the children, because I even looked into that, like impacts on children, right? Children tend to lose daily contact with one parent. Majority of the time is the father, because 90% of the time women get custody of the children. And I even looked that up ages ago. They said that women would get custody majority of the time because of the survival rate, because they can breastfeed. But that have to be like from the 40s or the 50s or the 60s, something like that. Because nowadays that's just not the case. You don't have to breastfeed to, for your child to survive. But that was just something that I saw. It's increased mental health problems. Depression and anxiety rates are higher. Behavioral problems, academic risk, behavioral problems. Children are more likely to have physical hardship, injury, asthma, headaches, speech impediments, etc. 50% of the children are more likely to have health problems, 20% less physically healthy, and 300 times to need psychology help. Twice likely to commit suicide. So all of these things is data that they received from children that were in a divorce situation. Whereas, do parents even? Because I've seen a long time before, and you guys, tell me if I'm wrong. I've heard a lot of times where some parents will stay together until the children get older.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But now that's not really the case. It's about my happiness and what I want. Where they'll play the game and stay together, and then once the children get old enough to understand, then they'll separate. Then they'll go their way. I think I remember that was the thing with Michael Jordan and his wife, where it was like the children were too young to really understand, so they stuck it out and they played the game. And then once the children got older and they could understand what was going on, then they separated. You know, he cut his wife, the check, and they went their separate ways. Whereas nowadays they're saying that people are not willing to do that.
They're not.
They put their happiness over what the statistics say what may happen with the children.
Yeah,
which I think is interesting as well.
A lot of people aren't willing to do that, whether it be men or women. A lot of people aren't willing to do that because they want their happiness and they want things for themselves, and sometimes it's not always about the child. They're not putting the child first; they're putting themselves first.
Yes, because the course is going to go for the betterment of the child, and when it's for child support and visitation, not divorce decree. I've never been divorced, so I can't speak on that. But it's always stated for the betterment of the child. Are we thinking about that, or are we going off of what we feel and what we think? And I ain't gonna go through this nonsense and such about where families of old have done that, to where they put their happiness to the side for the betterment of the children and the family. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people that have done that, but it's for the better. It was what was better for their kids. They wanted their children to be raised in a 2-family household, and that's what their children were raised in a 2-family household. Whatever that looks like for them in their household, it is what it is, and it do what it do. But it is what it is. I'm just saying how it looks for them, whatever they do, how it looks in their household. Who knows? But some people are not willing to do that because a lot of people just feel like co-parenting is what's better for the child instead of being. It depends on what type of. Every situation is different, so it just depends on what the situation is in your home. If it's like a toxic and y'all fighting and people getting beat up, then of course you're not gonna want to stay together with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would assume that's the minority. That's the minority.
That's like a line that Yeah. But for the most part.
Well, so let's say that thought process.
Don't always do everything for the betterment of their children. They just say that they do these things for the betterment of their children.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I was about to say. Because if the numbers state that children in these environments with single parent households are worse than 2-family households, how are we thinking that I'm going to do better or I have a better chance? It makes no logical sense.
Derek, what you think about it?
I agree with Roshan.
You agree with all of it?
Yep.
Of course.
What's that?
What? I said something wrong?
This ain't my opinion. I'm just going off of the numbers. I just wrote numbers down, and look, don't tear my lawn up. It's not mine. This ain't mine. This ain't my opinions. I'm a researcher. I just look at numbers and recite the numbers. People be thinking that it's me and my opinions. No, I'm a researcher. I just research. I just look at articles and statistics and and I recite them and let you pick for yourself of what you think about. It's not I don't agree with all the statistics. I don't agree with them all. I just give you the statistics and let you fare for it for what you think what they are.
Darlene Green says more relationships are more abusive now than back then. Thomas says if a person leaves for anything outside of cheating and abuse is almost unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
What that say?
Unacceptable.
That don't look like that either, but okay.
I mean, but the like even the whole abuse thing. I believe I truly believe that abuse is more than just physical. It's mental, it's verbal, it's financial, it's emotional. You got all types of abuse. Not until recently we started looking at the data to where men are starting to be honest about the abuse that they're receiving. And sometimes they get laughed at. Like Derek, or like you ever seen that to whereas like we say on here, you can see, a woman yelling and screaming in a man's face, and if he protects himself, he's a punk. But we don't look at what abuse he's receiving. So abuse is, that thing is all over the place, and we can't abuse just look at
it. Thing. And men get abused just like women get abused.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's my point.
We did a podcast about how men don't really speak up about them. Things like that.
Yes, that's my point. It's not until now to where a lot of men are starting to feel like they can be comfortable bringing that to the table, because a lot of times men wasn't taken serious.
Well, Johnny Depp ain't had no problem bringing it to the table.
He put that on. He put that right on TV front street.
He said, "You will not. You will not play with me."
Now, sidebar. I want to ask this. I understand the whole thing of like equality, right? Now follow me on this. I understand the whole thing about equality. I don't subscribe to it in totality, but I can understand the theory. Where a lot of women want equality, but not really understanding what comes along with it. Because what I see sometimes is if the father gets the children, or the father gets the children and the woman has to pay child support, then he's a bum. He's wrong. If the woman has to pay alimony, the man is a bum. He need to get a job. But if we truly understand and believe in equality, now I want to state this: equality for all, not just bringing women up to the standards of men, but bringing men up to the standards of women, as far as court systems and things such as that. Why do we have an abundance of men and women, more women than men, feel like a man is lesser of a man if he gets alimony, but we have a culture now that believes in equality?
Well, I don't know. I can't answer that.
You mean you can't answer it? You heard everything I said.
I heard everything you said, but I can't speak for everybody.
Just your opinion. No, your opinion.
I don't feel as though because a man gets child support or a man gets spousal support, he's a bum.
But we've seen it.
I've seen it. I see how people, react when they see certain things, from off of social media.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you think that is? But we believe in equality.
Because I don't have that mindset, so I don't know what their mindset is. Maybe that's just how they feel about men should always be the provider. Why do he need my money? That's the only thing that I can say because I
What
don't
do you
feel that
think?
way.
Do you think that some just want one way equality? They want equality for one side, but they don't want equality for the other? Because that's true equality.
In certain situations, absolutely.
Yeah, because that's true
But
equality.
what's good for the goose is good for the gander, as they say. Um,
Then he shouldn't be called a bum.
he shouldn't. That's what I just said. I
Yeah,
said I don't disagree with a man getting child support or a man getting spousal support. I don't disagree with that. If
if he's playing that part
if
in that,
you
that position.
if you marry a woman who makes way more money than you do, and you are living a certain type of lifestyle, and you want to continue that lifestyle, and you want spousal support, then go get your spousal support. If you are the caregiver for your children, and you are a man, and that woman has to pay child support, then you pay your child support because he is the caregiver. He's the one taking care of that child. So that
I get it.
child still deserves what it deserves from whatever parent.
I get it. Now I don't subscribe to it, but I understand the theory. That's like Why Did I Get Married To? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Right? And Janet Jackson and her husband was getting a divorce. And they were going over the properties and they were going over the bank accounts and this, that, and the third. And he was like, well, what about the money that you made off the book?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, whoa, that's my book. You didn't have anything to do with that, but it's a part of the marital property. But a lot of women felt like he didn't deserve that. Why wouldn't he deserve it? It's a part of what we've built in this marriage.
I don't know. Why wouldn't
You
he?
mean you don't know?
Why wouldn't he deserve it? I don't know.
No, if it was obtained
I mean,
within the marriage,
if we going off of that movie, I just felt like she felt like you didn't contribute anything to this book. You didn't do anything. You wasn't the one that did anything for the book.
and like they said about Kobe wife, she wasn't shooting in the gym, but she was gonna get 300 million.
Well, he died.
You know what I mean? You get the concept. You get the concept.
He died.
It happens to men all the time. But when it was that, and like he said, he was like, when you was writing those books, I was your subject. I stayed up those nights with you and going over, the pages of what's going on in those books. I sat with you. I was the one that was there with you along when you was writing that book. But as far as what's said is if it's community property, then it should be a part of the community property.
Yeah. Anything that you get or
in certain states.
Yeah, anything, but I still feel like anything that you do or you get when you're married, it deserves for it to be split between the both of you.
I don't believe it should be 50-50 all the time, but I believe that yes, you should be awarded some of those things because I maybe have built a brand that I put more into it than you.
Thomas, I didn't say that he didn't. What I said was that's what she was saying in the movie. No, I don't think it should be like a 50-50, but if you contribute, if whatever you obtained within your marriage, it should be split between the both of you, not just one person. You shouldn't be able just to keep everything.
No, I agree. I agree because we worked together. If that person did the right thing and did right by you and all of those things, it was your support. It was your support system. Was all of those things. I 100% agree. 100% agree. But I just see, I always see where let's say like when like Mary J or Holly Berry, like I said earlier, when they had to pay, it was a problem. Those people were bums.
That was funny.
I mean, and not a lot of times, like even speaking on prenups, not a lot of times, you know, prenups are always followed through. You can counter a prenup.
Yep.
You can counter a prenup.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's reasons. There's ways that you can fight a prenup. So don't think that because you got a prenup, it's just gonna stand.
That you're filing it.
Yeah, that's not true.
Jerry?
It all depends on the state that you're filing in. There's a way to get around the prenups.
And the stipulations.
Yep.
If I don't put everything in there, if I ain't solid and put everything in there the way that, you know, I'm supposed to, and disclose everything, you can counter it. If there's a certain amount of time, remember, Derek, we spoke on this before. If there's a certain amount of time to where I didn't give you enough time to really think it out.
Yep.
I forgot the name that it is. If you didn't think it, if I didn't give you enough time to think it out, you can counter it. It's like, because I rushed you into it.
Yep.
Well, you see a lot of celebrities, sometimes they try to go against the prenup. Like, look at, what is their names? Derek, help me. The Asian lady.
That boiled it down.
I was about to
So
say that.
Jeezy and them?
Yeah, there you go. That's just like them. They going at it in court because she's saying, I mean, they had a prenup in place, and now they had a clause in the prenup about cheating.
And not just that, saying that he wasn't open on all of his business ventures.
Yeah, but the one that she was really trying to get him on was the cheating.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah,
null and void, and I forget what the actual clause was, but I know it has something to do with not just sexual, but the texting and phone calls and all of that stuff. They included all of that as cheating, and she was trying to say that he was that, and then he was cheating on her, and then when that didn't work, it was, oh, he beat me up, and then when that did. It's just like she pulling at straws because the prenup stays what the prenup stays, and due to the fact that he's also asking for partial custody of his daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. So, but this is from a woman that says she never wanted to have kids, which is the reason why she got her first divorce.
People change. People change their minds. People do it all the time.
Quick.
Huh?
I said she changed mighty damn quick.
I'm just saying. I ain't putting a timeline on it all. I'm giving it benefit of the doubt.
You had a whole ass husband, and you was
as
hell that you ain't want to have no kids, and he wanted a family, and you didn't want to have that family, and then you divorced that man. And then you get with Jeezy, and now you mama.
Different people bring different energy, I guess. I don't know.
It ain't no damn different. It wasn't no damn different. We ain't even doing that.
I don't know.
It was not a bit of it was a different energy, all right, but it wasn't the one you thinking about.
Oh man.
Absolutely. Or look at what's his name? Dre and his wife. That was funny. She said that he made her sign the prenup. She didn't want to sign it.
Well, you take Steven Jackson, right? Ex-ball player. He got till the day of the wedding because she didn't want to sign, and she kept pushing it. And the day of the wedding, he said to her, if you don't sign this prenup, we ain't walking down the aisle. He didn't sign it. He said he had his cry. And him and a couple other ball players, they left the room, went dancing, and he ended up sleeping with the bridesmaid.
Hey, shit happens.
It happens. That shit shouldn't happen. The
You
bridesmaid should have been with the bride.
You can say the same thing about Candy Burgess when she got married to Todd. He didn't sign a prenup to the day of the wedding because she was not, and she was very adamant about that. She was not walking down that aisle until that prenup was signed, and he didn't want to sign the prenup. But at the wedding, they was at the wedding getting dressed. That's when she called her lawyer. He said he was signing. She called her lawyer, and they did it by video.
I don't think I get to the wedding day without that. I don't.
Well, he had plenty of time to sign it, and he refused to. He wasn't trying to sign it. And then, they got to the wedding, and everybody kept saying, "Is it gonna be a wedding?" And Candy just said, "I don't know."
I'm not getting to the wedding day now. I done spent all. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, you're not even getting the ring on your finger. Bump and wait to the wedding day.
Yeah. Not much money I probably have already spent if we're on the day of the wedding. We're not doing it.
Well, he said he was going to sign it, but he never did. I guess he was trying to call her bluff. I don't know. But she was dead ass serious. And she was just like, no, I'm not marrying you until we got something in place. And she meant that with her whole heart.
Yeah. When I get it drawn up, if you don't sign it, I'm out. That's it. I get it. We gonna build our lives together and all of these different things, but you need to sign this piece of paper, or I'm just gonna go ahead and move on. Because I ain't gonna pay for this hall. I ain't gonna pay for these cars, and I'm not doing all decorations.
She spent a good grip on that wedding because she had a Coming to America wedding, and she had the animals, and she spent the grip on that wedding. But she said, this would be one hell of a party because I ain't marrying you until you sign the prenup. But she was trying to protect her assets because at the end of the day, she like, I got kids and I have more money than you do. So she was basically saying, I'm protecting me and my children before I say, I do.
I get it now, and I don't fault her for it. If you want to protect your assets, you protect your assets. A lot of people get dragged and lose everything that they have because they're not protecting their assets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the end, you can love all you want. Marriage wasn't about love. That's what a lot of people don't get. It wasn't about love. You ain't even meet the person you was gonna marry until the day of in a lot of different countries.
You ain't lied about that. You ain't lied about that. She sure was. Her mother was not playing. But we all know marriage still ain't about love. I don't think it is. So, people can say they get married for love all they want to, but no, you don't.
Or love of something.
Eventually you get there, you love that person, but you're not marrying that person because of the love.
Now what I'm saying is you may have love of a lifestyle. You may have love of how somebody treats you, or love of vanity, how somebody looks.
People don't marry. People marry
a lot of different things. Like to me,
always has been a business.
To me, I think lifestyle has taken over more than any other thing. I think lifestyle has taken over more than physicality, how somebody looks.
I'm done with Pinky today. She said, if I can't marry for love, I'm going to marry for citizenship if Trump becomes president again. Some people marry for citizenship too, so hell, it ain't a far stretch. It is not a far stretch. People marry for their own reasons and their own conveniences.
Yeah.
Nobody
Remember that was what was that movie with
fall in love with the person that you're with if you're not already in love with that person. But nobody does. Marriage is literally basically a business. You're getting married so you can try to build something. Whatever it is that you're trying to build, whether it be family, whether it be finances, whatever.
Yeah, unless you're older. Yeah, unless you're older and you're already built whatever you're gonna build.
And then
of course, you can build more.
You ain't marrying for love. You marrying because you don't want to be by your
companionship. Companionship. Some people do it for companionship to have somebody and grow old with somebody.
Exactly.
But then you have some people, like, remember that movie? What was it with Angela Bassett and Whitney Houston? What was it called?
Waiting to Exhale.
Lela Rochon. Remember Lela Rochon started talking to the little short stubby dude?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I got a big house and such and such, this, that, and the third. And then they got in bed and they laid down and such and such. And she was going to deal with him because of what he had.
Yeah.
And what he can offer. But then she eventually seen him with another woman.
Mm-hmm.
But she was willing to be with him because of what he can provide. So a lot of people do get together, like you said, for business reasons.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's you with that person for a damn reason, and
for a lifestyle.
And please stop saying it's love.
For a lifestyle. Some people want that lifestyle, and they're willing to sacrifice to get it.
Yeah. But just say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I did, like I say, a lot of people say it all the time. Oh, I'm married him for love. No, you didn't. Like, what's the real reason that you're married right now? That you're about to walk down this aisle? What's the real reason why you're getting married? Because damn sure ain't love. Love may be part of it, but that ain't the main reason. He did not give her no jackrabbit because he didn't have one. I'm Pinky comment.
I ain't touching that. I ain't touching it. I am not touching it.
Jackrabbit. Derek, Pinky said, can she get your shirt when you're done with it?
Nah.
Ain't Derek up here looking different? I don't know. You looking different today, Derek. What's going on?
Catfishing? No, what they call it cat? They don't call it catfishing. What they call that?
I don't know.
What do they call when you throwing out the signals?
I don't know, but Derek looked different today. He don't look.
What you call that? They call that something when you throwing out the signal to.
Derek went to the barbershop today.
He's fishing.
You went to the barbershop today, Derek?
Nope.
I don't know, but you look different today. Maybe because you ain't in school. You ain't got to worry about all them damn kids. You in school. Now you looking a little different. All right, y'all. It was nice seeing y'all. It was nice talking to y'all, but our hour is definitely up. He is definitely pimping today. I don't know, Pinky. I don't know. But Derek is pimping today.
He ain't in the basement or nothing.
He in a whole new atmosphere. Like, I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to call you later, Derek. We're going to find out why you look different today.
Any of y'all divorcees looking for a nice little teddy bear.
Oh gosh. All right, y'all. Thank
Right
y'all for
there.
tuning in. We only have I don't know. What do we have? We only have look at me. I'm struggling today, y'all. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 more episodes before Candid Conversations go on vacation because we all need a break and we all need to go on vacation and we all need to travel. So, and we travel at different times in the month of August. So we got 4 more episodes left for the month of July. Then we go on vacation for the month of August, and then we come back in September. So we're going to try to make these last couple of episodes count before we say we on vacation. But I do thank y'all for tuning in tonight. The conversation was great. Pinky, I love you. Pinky's stupid. She fucking with you, Derek. You see her comments? And we will see y'all next week, same time, same place. And my thing is that if you're going to get married for whatever your reasoning is, but divorce should be your very divorce should always be the last option or not an option at all. It's always a way to figure something out. You just gotta want to figure it out. Anybody else got anything to say? Derek?
No. Let's get back to
Sean?
I say, women, y'all crazy.
No, y'all
Y'all fault.
Everything is y'all fault. Y'all fault.
Yeah, nah. Like I always say,
if something wrong with us, y'all, we supposed to be made from y'all red, not the other way around. So y'all.
Hey, man. So all my gay brothers, wherever y'all at, y'all, they only divorced at 28%. Traditional households is 50%. With gay women is 72%. So it seems like as you hold up. It seems like as you throw a woman into play, divorce get higher and higher and higher and higher. That's what it's looking like. 28%, 50%, 72%.
Like I said,
but nah.
It come from men, so therefore it's y'all fault.
But nah, I say like I always say, let's get back to family. Think about our children more. Think about our children more. They're the ones that's getting more of the bad end of the stick, especially wanting them to grow into adults to repeat the same cycle as they see. Let's get counseling. Let's start looking into counseling. Talking to somebody. We don't know everything. Stop acting like we know everything. And seek the help that we need. The blind self. Understand what the blind self is. Maybe sometimes people see something in you that you don't see in yourself. When you're the common denominator in a lot of failure, but you're never the reason for the failure, you got to start thinking like, maybe it's me.
Sorry, put that finger down.
So we need to really get more self-aware. And I'm glad, like as cousin always say, like we don't want it to turn into a gender battle, and that's not what we need, because our community is suffering more than any other community when it comes to this stuff. So let's get more self-aware, get more accountable, seek more help, get the counseling we need, think about the betterment of our children, and let's get back to family.
All righty. He done said it all. We will see y'all next week. Same time, same place. same people. Peace, love, and blessings.